Okay, let's talk about the world of work right now. It's changing. Fast. I mean, dizzyingly fast. And for a lot of us, this whole age of AI thing, it feels less like an opportunity and, more like a threat. But what if there's a better way to get ready for it? Well, today, we're going to dig into a new social venture that's built by Canadians, specifically for Canadians, to tackle exactly that. And the person who started this venture, they don't pull any punches. You can feel this real sense of urgency here, this belief that if we all try to go it alone, things could get, well, pretty bad. That's a direct quote. It's a pretty stark warning, and it kind of forces all of us to ask a really important personal question. So seriously, is your career ready? The source material uses the phrase AI tsunami, and for good reason. Think about it. This isn't some gentle wave of change we're talking about. It's a massive, fast-moving force that feels like it's just about impossible to avoid. So before we jump into the solution, let's just take a second to really unpack the problem. What does this AI tsunami actually look like? The key word to focus on here is inevitable. This isn't some trend you can just choose to ignore and hope it goes away. Nope. This is a reality, and it demands a response. And it's that very need for a response that brings us to this new Canadian-focused solution. So, okay, if the challenge is a tsunami, how do you build a lifeboat? Let's take a look at the platform that's been designed to be exactly that. The solution is called My Fellow Canadians, and right off the bat, you can tell it's different. By calling itself a social venture, it's sending a clear signal that its number one goal isn't profit, it's purpose. It's about creating a space where Canadians can get ready for this new economy together. This, right here, this really gets to the core of the whole mission. It frames the choice perfectly, doesn't it? Are you just going to react to change and compete all by yourself? Or are you going to be proactive, get prepared, and actually work with other people? The entire platform is built around this one big idea, shifting your mindset from just trying to survive to actually thriving. Even the logo tells a story. That little computer chip inside the maple leaf, that's not just some clever design. It represents a whole philosophy, this idea of bringing AI into our national identity, but doing it in what they call a Canadian way, with high ethical standards and compassion. So that's the big idea, the philosophy. But what does that actually look like in practice? What do you get when you're a member? Let's pop the hood and see. The whole thing is built around these 5 key pillars. The idea is to make it a kind of one-stop shop for navigating this new economy. So whether you're looking for a new job, trying to start a business, or even just figuring out how to invest your money smartly, it's all there. But it's not just about what you can read or watch on the site. A huge piece of the puzzle is the community itself. They've set up these dedicated groups for freelancers, for entrepreneurs, for students, so people can find and connect with others who are on the exact same path. And this is where that whole collaborative model gets really, really powerful. See, the platform isn't just a top-down library of content, it's what they call a co-creation engine. Members are encouraged to share their own expertise, which then gets reviewed and added to the collective knowledge base. It basically means the platform gets smarter and more valuable as the community itself grows. Pretty cool. Now, this whole collaborative idea is powered by a pretty unique structure. This isn't your typical company. It's an organization that's built from the ground up around a social mission. And here's the absolute key difference in its DNA. As a social venture, the goal isn't to maximize profits for shareholders. Any money that's left over gets plowed right back into the mission. That means every single dollar is used to help more Canadians. And if you're going to have a social mission like that, you have to make sure people can actually afford it. So the standard monthly membership is just $10. The goal is to make it accessible to pretty much any working Canadian. And for anyone who can commit to a full year, the price drops even more, down to $49. That works out to just over $4 a month. But this is where you can really see that compassion value in action. Get this, for anyone who's unemployed, access is totally free. $0. The whole philosophy is it's simple. Get the help you need right now, and then, when you're back on your feet, you can contribute back to the community. It's a system that's literally built on trust and supporting each other. That collaborative spirit even extends to how the community grows. There's an affiliate program that actually empowers members to spread the word. And they get a significant cut for it too, 40% of the membership fee for every single person they refer. It's a built-in reason to help grow the community from the inside out. So when you put it all together, the content, the community, that social mission, it all points to a much bigger idea. It's really a call for a whole new way to work. And this is the central argument, the main thesis. The belief is that in an economy this complex and fast, the old model of every person for themselves is just broken. To survive, let alone to actually succeed, we need to make a fundamental shift from individual competition to collective collaboration. I love this. It's such a clever flip of that famous Spider-Man line. Instead of power leading to responsibility, the idea here is that by taking responsibility for each other, for the group, for the collective, that's what actually gives you power. And at the end of the day, this is the bottom line. This is about empowerment, not entitlement. The platform is there to provide the tools, the knowledge, the network. But ultimately, it's still up to each individual to take those things and build the career and the life they want. So we've seen the warning of an AI tsunami, and we've looked at one proposed Canadian lifeboat. The platform is up and running, and its premise is crystal clear. The only question left is the one it asks all of us. When we're facing this inevitable change, are we going to try to swim alone? Or are we going to build something better together?